Tamara here, nice of you to join me, and a very warm welcome to my channel. It's lovely to have you here with me today. Now in today's video I have a project walkthrough for you, and it's showcasing this very beautiful paper by Graphic 45 called Flutter. It's one of their older collections, but it's so beautiful to work with. It really is. Now this is my second entry into the Graphic 45 brand ambassador call for 2024-25, and I'm really excited to show you what I've created. So let's have a look at the front cover. So the front cover of my album, this is an 8x8 album, and it's just beautiful. It really is. I'm really proud of this album and the different things that are in it. So the front cover, I've just used some D-rings. These are decorative features, but you could tie some ribbon on here and go round and then tie it this side, and then it could become a closure. But I just had it as just as a decorative feature. I've also on the front here put a little magnet, and I've just created a little booklet on the front. So you could put photographs in here, secret journaling, anything like that. I've just added one of the postcards, the journaling things from one of the pages, and then just an offcut of card that I had, and then another of those journaling panels from one of the one of the 12x12s. So I used the 12x12 paper for this, but you could use an 8x8. So when we move on to the side, I've coloured some spray painted, some coloured some sari ribbon and just some tulle, just added on a little book ring here, and then the back I've just left plain, but again you could add your seal here, your maker's seal, which would be lovely. And then we just come to the front and we're back over again. Now I did use part of the front of my the front cover of the 12x12, so I wanted on the front there was a big butterfly and I wanted that, so I did cut that out. So are we ready? I'm so excited to show you this. So turning it over, now you may get a little bit of glare because I have used acetate in my book. It just gives another dimension to your albums. So on my front cover, on the inside and on the back side, they are near enough identical, but there are a few changes. So on the front, I've used one of the sentiment journaling cards that were on one of the pages, and that's just my flap up belly band. Now I have got it on magnets, as you can see on here, and that pops up. Now when you pull this down, I'm going to show you this in just a minute. When you pull this down, I've put some flaps here just to keep my journaling cards in place, and then I've got some journaling, so space for some photographs there at the top, and then loads of space for photographs here. Now as you can see, I've actually cut my papers down. I didn't want to use a continuous sheet, one because this side is slightly smaller than my top bit, so that's why that's sort of cut down like that, and I think it actually does give quite a nice effect. So again, you've got then spaces on the inside of the flap here for more photographs. These ones are 2 1/4 by 3 1/4, so you can put your photographs on there. So when we pull that back up, and I said I had some acetate here, but it's one of those flip acetate pockets. So it's got nothing at the bottom, but when you pull it out, the weight of the acetate keeps your photo mats in. And I've just added some 2 1/4 by 3 1/4 sized, just my offcuts of card on the front, and on the back you can put some of those sizes photographs on there. When you push that in, that does stay in place. So coming on to page 2. Now page 2, again, I've used acetate on most of the pages. So page 2, the acetate is here. Now this is where I used that photo, the cover butterfly on here, and this time we're going to pull it out from the side. So when you pull it out, you've got everything is on the acetate, but when you pull out your tag, you've still got that beautiful look on the inside of your pocket. And again, that's just for a 6x4 photograph that will go in there like so. Now I've just put these on with some pocket protectors, and that's just a fixed pocket, but I like this idea of it coming out of the side. And then in the top of the pocket, I've got some of the Graphic 45 tags. This one I've left black actually because I think it's quite nice. You can just then put your photograph on, but I did like the look of that coming off of the top here, so I thought it was a nice contrast, so I'd kind of left that one black. So then I've just put some 6x4 photo mats in with, I've just used a punch then to punch the holes so that you can interchange these photos when you want to. And then this one is just a large photo mat where I put a 4x3 photos on there, and then added some of the stickers from the paper pad and one of the die cuts of the butterflies. It's a really intricate butterfly. It's really lovely. I love it. So I've just added some little gems down here just to add a little bit of bling. There we go, like so. So we're going to put that back in there, and it does fit, I promise. It is, I think, there we go. I think when you're trying to get it in, it never seems to go in. There we go, that's that one. And then that goes just in there like that. And I like that sort of composition of the different photo mats that you can have. Now in the sides, again, I haven't put anything, no pattern paper or anything on the sides, because I loved this effect that this had. Now I've just used one of my old border punches just to create that lovely decorative finish, but these are pull out photo mats as well that you can then decorate up. I have got some pattern paper left for this. Now I did use, and I've decorated nearly every single space in this book with pattern paper. Now if you were trying to conserve your paper, you could get away with not using as much paper as I did, but I wanted to use every single scrap of paper that I had. So I've got probably about 6 sheets left, full sheets of because I used the patterns and solids as well as the pattern paper collection. So moving on to pages 2 and 3. Now these two are identical in the fact that I've used the same layout. So I've done a little tag tuck spot here and used some of the lovely small Graphic 45 dies and the tags as well. They are so sweet and just yummy. And then I've got a little tiny tuck spot here, and with a tiny little journaling spot in there. And then we pull this out, and I've got one photo mat on the back and front, and then one big one on the back and the front. Now what I've done is the side that is facing, I've used the pattern paper, and then the side that wasn't, I've used the plain cream cardstock just to add a little bit of interest, and the same on here as well. So we'll put those ones back in, she says. There we go. And then again, this side here, I haven't done a tuck spot, but I've used one of those lovely butterflies there with some pearls and apart one of the stickers here. And again, that lovely little tag. And then again, I've done a wider piece on this. I haven't decorated the back on that one, but again, that I was waiting to make sure I had enough paper first before I went ahead and decorated everything. But I've done these ones, I've decorated up. So I've put, you can put your 4x3 pictures in here, and then I've used just some of my offcuts just on there, just pattern piece together. I love doing things like that because it adds a little bit more interest to your albums, and it uses up your scraps as well, and that's always a win-win in my book. So push that back in like so. Okay, then we're on to page 4 and 5. Now again, 4 and 5 are the same design, but there are a few different little features. So on 4, we've got a flap up here, and I hope you can see that there. That's my acetate flap up with a little photo mat there, and you can take these ones out and put new photos in if you want to. So that goes in there, and you can possibly get 2 in here that will just stick in. And then at the bottom here, I've got a little pocket down here with just some small photo mats in. Again, I've just made use of those stickers here and just made them into a little feature, and that is just one of the journal cards that come out of the thing that I've just thought looked quite nice put in there. And then on this side, I've gone big, so I've gone with a bigger 6x4 photo mat there, and again just decorated the front there, and then added some cotton lace just as a little pull. And then again on here just use some of those journaling and the, I suppose you call these little journal cards that I've just matted up and just stuck on the front of my tuck spot here. And then again one of those 4x3 photo mats there that I've just decorated the back on, so you could put another photo on there as well if you wanted to. And then that went just in there, and they stay firmly stuck because up here I've got some double-sided tape, and it's quite tight along the top there, so it does keep them in place. And then again, I've just made use of some bigger gems on here just to add a little bit of bling. I've just noticed that that one has decided to not be in line. There we go, better. So we'll stick that in there, and then that one is just going to hold that one shut, but it doesn't need it. I just wanted to add a little bit of something on a different page. And again, I've got those pull-out photo mats here that with that lovely decorative edge. So moving on to page is 5 and 6. 5 and 6? 6 and 7. And I'm loving these pages, I have to say. Now they are, again, the same but different. So we'll move on, we'll do this page first and then I'll show you this one. I love this page. I love it, love it, love it. So we've got a little belly band here. Now I have made use of magnets, but if you want to use some of the closures, you can, you know, the swivel closures that you can use those. So but I just wanted to use magnets because I just love the snap that they make. So this is a closure, and I've added my magnets underneath, used one of the sentiments from the paper pad and some of the stickers here and some gems, and I'll just open that out. Now that opens fully, and again I've just decorated the back of these, and then we've got another flap here that flaps over. Now, and this here is a pocket. Now if you wanted to, you could have this as a flap that flapped out as well, and that would be really good. And you could have put just a small little flap at the bottom here so that you would stop them falling out. That would look just as nice, but I wanted it as a pocket, so that's my pull out photo mat there. And then this here is a flap as well, so you can put another 6x4 photo on there and a 6x4 photo there. So it's kind of like just a little flap. I just loved that. I just loved it, really did. And it all then just sits together nicely on that page. Now again, remember I said that I've used acetate on nearly every of my pages. This was the only page I didn't use any acetate on. So, are we ready? Now, these here are my acetate closures. You see they're flapping in the wind there. And they've got magnets in the side that snap closed and keep everything in place. So, I've got, we'll open this. So this is my flap. Now, I've made this flap just slightly bigger than this one because I wanted it to go underneath my flap here. So are we ready? When we pull this open, I've put an acetate window in, and then you can just pull that out like so. So that so that's a little pocket. And I get it back in, and that will fit a 6x4 photo. And then in here, then you've got another photo mat that will fit your 6x4s and 4x3s on there. So then that goes in that little pocket. I just love that page, I really, really do. And then that snapshot just is amazing. Again, another pull out here. So coming on to the last page. Now this is a bit different, this page is. Now I've actually gone and used around the edges here, I've gone and used some gold foiling just to add a little bit of a frame, so that it looked like it was a picture frame. So these have got pockets that come out here. So you've got your tags that come out, and again these can hold your 4x3s, and again that pulls out, again holds your 4x3s in there like so. And then I've got another photo mat that pulls out, because those are on a large belly band. And then that just pulls out. So you've got space here for a 4x3 and a 2x3 on here. And then a big one on the back. So you've got one here for, I think it's a 7x5 you can get on there. And then that just fits in there like so. And then what I've done is just at the bottom here, to stop my photo mat falling out, I've just added a little extendable pocket or flap holder, I'm going to call a photo mat holder on here, that just holds that in place so it doesn't slip out as we are going through the book. So we're on to the last page, and again another belly band closure one, and we can pull that over and then pull that down. And on this one I've got a big part here, so a big photo mat here that you can again put your photos, you can journal on it, all of that. Put a small photo here, maybe you have this as journaling, and then you've got space here for more photo mats in there. So I've only got one in there, but you could get maybe 2 or 3 in that little space in there. And then again more acetate with a little acetate closure, and then that again is exactly the same as I had on the front, but I've just used one of the stickers on the acetate there. So close that over, and then that then is the back. Now I have got extendable hinges on here so that our pages lie flat as we're going through, but I'm absolutely in love with this book, I really am. I can't wait to do the tutorial for you. So please don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. Subscribing is really, really, really helpful. It does help my channel grow and I really do appreciate it. If you want to go and check out any of my social medias, all my links are, as always, in the description box down below. So thanks ever so much again for watching. Please watch out for the tutorial. It will be coming in the next couple of days. So thanks again for watching. Whatever you're doing and wherever you are, please have the most amazing day. And I will see you again on the next one.